Hey, welcome. It's Lumpy from Fool's Paradise Fishing. Remember, it's called fishing, not catching, for a reason. So we're over here at Seward. It's March. There's really no salmon. However, we're going to go over how to cast for coho salmon on Lowell Point Road out here by the rocks. And this is one of the things you can do when you go and stay at the Seward Military Resort. You can get the rod, kind of like what you see there, and then you'll have to go down to the hardware store, the fish house, and get some hard metal jigs, and I'll show you what to do with them. All right, so let's get started. So what you see here is a collection of jigs that would work best for fishing for coho in August. And as you can see, pink or a variation of pink is really important. And there is a big difference in how you use these jigs. So looking at the jig on the left here, that holographic pink and silver one, you want to use it on a day like today where you can see there's a lot of sun on the water. That seems to be pretty effective when there's sun on the water, and they can see the reflection because the water's fairly clear. When the sun goes over the hill and a shadow goes on the water, or if there's a cloud cover, you want to use jigs like this, which are white and some color. And so pink is preferable, or red is preferable for coho, because when you let them go deep, about 33 feet, red's the first color to go, so it actually turns black. And so it kind of lulls the fish into thinking that it's a little herring or some type of bait fish. Now you can get these two jigs here, the buzz bombs, at the fish house. These are called cripple herring, and I'll drop a link in the bottom so you can order them. They don't sell them up here, but they're pretty effective. As you can see, the green and or yellowish chartreuse one, that's got some nicks in it. That's had some pretty good luck. And so also what I have here is my bag of stuff that I always take fishing. Got a knife, got the hammer, got my little wrench, got a sharpener, got a bottle of water, got some scissors, and it's Alaska, so you always go with some fuel in your truck. And then little side note, got a little bed, got a shovel, got some sand, things like that. And then what you see with the rod, it's the normal size rod, and it's a pretty nice day out in Seward today. So we'll go out there and cast a couple just so I can show you what to do and how you want to do it. So part of the adventure of fishing on Lowell Point Road is to test your climbing skills. You will be climbing up and down rocks, and you'll be doing it while you're fishing, because you want to come out here about 3 hours prior to high tide, get a free tide table from the fish house, and ask them to show you how to use it if you're not sure. But 3 to 4 hours prior to high tide, because high tide pushes the fish in. So you want to be here and ready for it. And as you can see, water's fairly clear. It depends really on the amount of rain. Rain, because of the glaciers, silts up the bay in the summer. Right now it's March, and it's pretty nice out for March. So we'll go down and climb on down, and I'll throw a couple casts and you can check it out. So you'll be wanting to stand here and casting out, and what you'll be doing is, as the water is flooding in because of the high tide, you'll be climbing up the rock as the tide moves in. So you want to be careful about that, because last time I was here, they were catching pinks, and I was watching a guy forget about the fish he was catching. And then next thing you know, he's almost hip deep in water trying to get his fish, because he brought a trash bag and just had him in that. Okay, so your basic spinning gear, just put your finger on it. May not see the entire cast. Fling it out there, and it's way out there. Count to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start reeling it in, because you want to let it to sink a little bit. And I'll show a video, or a picture, of what it looks like, because when I come here in August, we usually go trolling right here, because the fish are all stacked up here, because they're hatchery fish and they got no place to go, so they're just hanging out. And what you do is you start with like a 5-second count, and then now you do 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and start reeling in again. And you can do a bunch of variations. You can do this, you can walk the dog if you're a bass fisherman. But basically, you know, just kind of reel it in. And I've had them chase the lure all the way back. So just keep throwing it out there. There'll be a dumb one that'll jump on it. You can use a scent if you want, never have. I don't do anything with these lures because the fish are out here, they're still in the salt, so they're still wanting to eat. So you'll get one of them that'll jump on it. So that's not an issue. And again, so nothing's out here. And we're just demonstrating it, but I'm getting them out there, you know, pretty far. A 9-foot rod will get them out there about 50 yards. And so what I'm doing is the red braid you see, it's just 40-pound Power Pro. So as long as, you know, ain't no salmon gonna break that off. They'll break the knot and they'll break another bunch of things, but and the mono is about 15-20 pounds. They're about 10 pounds. The biggest that they've caught during the the biggest they've caught during the fishing derbies, you know, under 20 pounds. So you're pretty safe. And if you know you got nothing better to do, you can go all the way over to Valdez and do the same thing over there. But that's a bit of a drive. Valdez is like 400 miles away. It's like right that way. You know, if there's a road from Seward to Valdez, it'd be under 100 miles, but there ain't. Or from Whittier to Valdez. Same thing with Whittier. Whittier's like right there on the other side of the mountains, but you gotta go through the mountains. In fact, to get to Whittier, you gotta go through a pretty long tunnel. So this is what you do. Catch your fish, bonk it, put it on the stringer, take it over to the J-dock, and then you can fillet it out and then take it over to the resort and vacuum pack it. So it's on a beautiful day in Seward in March. This is Lumpy with Fool's Paradise Fishing, and we'll catch you on the river.